Hi, everybody. Good morning. How are you? This is Andrew Lau, Lowsutea president. Hey, thank you very much for participating our webinar today. Actually, today is a really important webinar. Let me tell you why. I have a lot of clients, actually, where a few thousand people are using Lowsutea, and quite a few of them said that, hey, is really sleep can affect my blood sugar. And definitely it does. Let me tell you why. The reason is because of the fact that when you do not sleep well, your blood sugar goes up. And many people actually report back to me, say that I have a rough night last night and my blood sugar is really not doing good. So, and it got back up from, like, for example, some even told me that it get back up to 180 from the United States, from Hong Kong, some say 8, 9, 10. So really, at the end of the day, I said, hey, do you know why that, your blood sugar goes up high and you need to do something about it? And also, what is your sleep habit? Meaning that do you have sleep apnea or issue of drinking alcohol before sleep? And this is some of the questions that a lot of people actually did ask. Or should I get a glass of wine to relax me before I go to sleep? Well, maybe not. Maybe, matter of fact, some people said I just drank a couple glasses of whiskey, so I can feel real relaxed and tired. So, but on the hand, at the end of the day, I don't sleep well, So, and there's quite a few reasons that you don't do that. So that's why today I thought that, well, I'm going to create a lecture for everybody, so able to answer many of these questions, which potentially, will say, wow, hey, really at the end of the day, you don't sleep well. You will basically have a problem, because your problem could be, the problem could be is because you have some activities that you do that affect all your sleep. So let me see. I have some technical issue here, so I want to make sure, check this out, see whether it works or not. Hi， 各位朋友，我係 Andrew 啦，Lowsutea President，你好。首先多謝你咧，係現在又繼續聽我講下書啦。咁其實點解我講呢個關於係講個如果係瞓覺係會影響你糖尿病或者前期患病咧，如果你繼續係咁係會影響啲血糖上升咧，咁其實好多人咧，我 realize 咧都未必係個個係好 understand 點解瞓覺係一個重要嘅。即係環節for你嘅去糖茶，係咪你個糖尿病或者前期患病係好重要，同埋繼續飲去糖茶幫你降低血糖嘅。咁所以變咗嚟講，因為我有即係幾千個病人啦，咁而家用咗之後，嗰啲人就話真係要繼續咧係瞓覺係一個重要嘅環節，係幫助降低血糖嘅喎。咁佢哋即係慢慢試了解，原來瞓覺係好緊要，瞓幾個鐘頭好緊要。因為有啲病人咧瞓每日4個鐘頭啫，咁但係好可惜血糖唔降低喎。咁所以咧，我今日講個講座咧，我覺得都幾重要，幫助你了解咩叫瞓覺係好重要嘅。OK， 咁我就開始啦。So today I think this is a really important webinar that help you to better understand why sleeping is so important. That's why I thought that today would be a good webinar to able to help you out to have better understanding. So we're going to start now. I will move my PowerPoint slides, come here, and then we'll go on. So today, what we're trying to do is basically give you a true understanding in really understand what is sleep is so important for you. If you are pre-diabetic diabetes, or you haven't been pre-diabetic yet, but you're going to be sign and symptom that you are ready to be there. So we want to make sure that these are the questions that I want to make sure that you are being answered. So this will be a very good, seminar for many of you who really want to get to understand why more, the sleep is so important. Okay. So we're going to go with today. We're going to talk about what is sleeping, why is so important sleeping, and give you some science behind what is that sleeping all about and why it affect pre-diabetic diabetes. And then basically also understand what kind of practical sleep can help you to get your sleep quality, reduce your diabetic risk, and how Lowsutea can help you. And with that, we can also have time to question and answer. 所以今日講咗咧，其實咧就有個簡介點咩睇糖尿病啊，同埋前期患病，點解你咁需要嘅要瞓覺咧，同埋唔瞓覺有咩影響咧？點解會令到你唔瞓覺血糖會上升咧？咁呢啲所有嘅問題咧，係能夠今日俾個答案你，咁最低限度你開始學習到就係 practice 啦。咁同埋咧，再了解好嘅睡眠，原來真係可以降低你嘅糖，同埋你嘅降低你糖尿病嘅實際嘅風險嘅。咁所以今日咧，呢個係一個重要嘅即係嘅課堂啦。咁同埋血糖茶點幫助你咧，係降低血糖咧。咁然後之後就有答問嘅時間嘅。So today I noticed a lot of people I don't understand where they're from and names is not familiar. I do know where people from Hawaii, USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and Philippines. So a lot of people from South Asia and Hong Kong also. Thank you very much for participating. But since a lot of people have never actually may not been here before, so I thought we'll take just a couple minutes to let you know more about the 4 stages to develop diabetes. Okay, now the first stage is when your LDL cholesterol goes up, then it will start damaging the B cell. The B cell come up from the pancreas, and it takes sugar to the cells, right? So when that damage, then more and more sugar goes up, and then the sad part is the LDL cholesterol and the sugar mixed together, the blood becomes thick, and it starts plaquing everywhere, the entire body, and very quickly you move to stage 2, because when you get stage 2, most plaques are formed in the vessels. Your blood vessel becomes narrow, so the blood pressure goes up. So the second stage, the blood pressure goes up. Now, if you don't do anything, the whole body will continue to plaque, and then your blood sugar kind of goes up. Then you move to very quickly to call the stage 3, which is your pre-diabetic. Now, the sad part pre-diabetic is that all doctors measure the same thing. They measure a hemoglobin with amount of sugar attached to this hemoglobin, which is normal person is 5.7% of sugar attached. Anything lower 5% is good. Anything move from 5.7 to 6.4, you are so-called a pre-diabetic. But the sad part in pre-diabetic, you have no medication. All you got to do in that case is basically you will only, the doctor will say, hey, you're pre-diabetic, you gotta maybe cut down your sweet, but not really a serious education to help you to understand what pre-diabetic means. And how you can really not only by diet, but you got also with exercise and also weight control, all that move together to get you to not moving the A1C, which is the hemoglobin and percentage sugar attached, the blood sugar attached to the hemoglobin. If you over 6.4, you will be diabetic. Once you over 6.4 diabetic, you ever for diabetic. But this is a golden time while you're pre-diabetic. You got to learn how to change your lifestyle from diet, from exercise, from weight control, understand what is pre-diabetic diabetes, and also measure your blood sugar all the time. So you have encouragement continue to prevent yourself going to so-called diabetes. Because once you convert, you cannot convert back. Now, when you are pre-diabetic, you have no medication. So what you can do is changing lifestyle, and Lowsutea, really, that's where it's going to help you, because we can help you to lower your blood sugar, cholesterol, and your blood pressure, your 3 high. So you can continue to be changing lifestyle, be healthy. And that's why this whole program is so important. Now, drinking Lowsutea, the one thing is they're very simple. There are 2 things in there, the guava leaves and bitter melon. And guava leaves, what it does is block the sugar entering your gut blood vessels, so less sugar going into the gut. And then you have bitter melon is really as a superfood, increase insulin sensitivity, so taking more sugar back to the cells. And then they also dump excess sugar and cholesterol and salt out to urine. When salt comes down, you know what? The blood pressure comes down and also detox. And that's how Lowsutea works. And our company is also not telling you just to drink Lowsutea. We also give you exercise program, the weight control program, and also teach you how to do daily blood tracking, and also tracking all your food that you intake. And in turns, after that, then you also we have weekly webinar to help you to motivate you and holding your hand throughout this diabetic journey, so you can able to continue maintain yourself. If you're pre-diabetic, stay there, or even improve beyond less than pre-diabetic. If you're diabetes, we hope that will help you bring you down to the pre-diabetic stage, so you continue to healthy. So that's what we do, and this program here is free of charge. 嗱，各位同友，今日咧又見到好多朋友喺不同嘅地方嚟啦，又有美國啊、加拿大啊、澳洲啊，所以咧我幾分鐘講講咩叫糖尿病先。其實所有糖尿病咧高4個 stage， 第一個 stage 咧就係壞嘅膽固醇嘅 LDL 啦上升啦，咁就 damage 嗰啲 B cell 喺胰島素出嚟 ，B cell 帶啲糖入去細胞裏邊嘅。如果 damage 咗之後，越多糖喺血管走嚟走去啦，咁糖加 cholesterol 咧弊家伙啦，啲血變咁好結，好結好快脆 move 住你去 stage 2。stage 2咧嗰啲血管咧裏邊咧就開始 form 好多 plaques， 咁啲 plaques form 咗之後咧就全身塞咯，咁你血壓就會上升。咁你咩都唔做咧，好快脆咧 move 你自己咧就 stage 3噶啦 ，stage 3就變咗前期患病。前期患病咧，每一個醫生都係同樣度你前期患病，點度咧？就呢個 hemoglobin， 就係呢個紅血球。佢 measure 幾多 percent 嘅糖黐住個紅血球，如果你係 5.7% 以下咧，你係普通人；如果 5.7 至 6.4 咧，你係前期患病。嗱，好可惜，前期患病冇藥食嘅，醫生只係話喂，你而家前期患病咯，你而家要注重身體咯，唔好食咁多甜嘢啦。但係可惜啊，唔係唔食甜嘢就掂嘅咯，你要注意你 lifestyle、exercise、weight control、diet 呢啲係全部part入呢樣嘢先能夠令到你轉變到嘅。咁如果你唔轉變咧，3至4年之後咧，你變咗糖尿病者，去咗糖尿病者，唔好意思啦，你翻唔到轉頭，繼續係糖尿病病嘅。咁其實糖尿病嘅人或者前期患病飲去糖茶有咩幫你咧？因為飲去糖茶咧，首先咧就我哋嘅有個番石裏邊咧就 block 啲糖入去血管裏邊嘅，苦瓜咧就增加啲糖嘅胰島素敏感度，就帶翻啲糖入去細胞裏邊啦，佢用翻啲糖啦。excess 多咗糖點啊？佢喺尿啊掉出嚟，膽固醇掉埋出嚟，仲有好特別鹽咧掉埋出嚟。當鹽膽固醇掉咗出嚟之後咧，你血壓就會開始下降嘅。咁其實我哋公司咧唔係直接叫你就係飲茶啦，其實我哋仲有好多呢啲咁嘅節目咧，教你運動啦、減磅重啦，你要減低到23號嘅 BMI， 咁仲有醫護講座，好似今日講嗰啲東西啦，同每日點樣度你血糖嘅。咁我哋其實每個禮拜都有啊，呢啲全部係免費東西嚟㗎。我哋嘅重點係幫助你真係 understand 咩叫糖尿病，身體健康，呢個係重點，令到你更加活得長命，唔會有咁多病疾。咁呢個就我哋公司嘅 mission 嚟嘅。Okay, so now we'll go back. I just caught everybody up. I just want to make sure that now everybody goes up, catch up. So now we'll go on the webinar. Now, as you know, the world now that more and more people have pre-diabetic diabetes. So really, at the end of the day, so many people with pre-diabetes, the health costs go up very, very high. But more important, all the things you do, lifestyle changes. What do you have to do? And really, one of the things is sleep. You really have to have good sleep to continue to maintain your good health. So really, at the end of the day, so today, what I'm trying to do is help you to understand why sleep is so important, to help you to get your diabetic or pre-diabetic better. And so how this related to the sleep and your two pre-diabetes disease. So we want to make sure that you know that. Okay. So today's lectures is that. So we'll move on. 嗱，首先知道咧，今日咧，其實如果你係前期患糖尿病者咧，兩樣嘢原來係睡眠咧係能夠令到你係有一個好大嘅影響嘅。咁所以咧，今日咧俾多資料你，能夠令到你咧知道點解呢樣嘢係即係好嘅睡眠幫到你啦。OK。So really, at the end of the day, good sleep has become an important thing to help you on your health, help you on the health and reduce you from any kind of pre-diabetic and diabetic risk, because you have good sleep. Actually, when you good sleep is not only pre-diabetic. In general health, you will be even better, okay? But if you do not have enough sleep, unfortunately, you will actually increase your chances. Even though you are not pre-diabetic, you can become a diabetes. I will tell you why that occurred. And you are pre-diabetic, it will get worse because your blood sugar not well controlled. It get worse, okay? So that's why, when you have if you have not enough sleep and continuous stress, actually is not good for pre-diabetic diabetes. Now, you might ask, okay, what is pre-diabetic? What's the difference? Now, as I mentioned earlier already, pre-diabetic is your basically your A1C, the hemoglobin percent of sugar attached to the A1C to measure what is your percentage. If you're 5.7, you're a normal person. If you're 5.7 to 6.4, you are pre-diabetic. At this stage, you are called pre-diabetic. Unfortunately, this is the time that you really got to learn how to help you on your lifestyle changes, change your diet habit, change your weight, change your, take your blood sugar, and also exercise. All that will take time to change to form this habit. So you have to keep your blood sugar continue below 6.4 all throughout the rest of your life. Then you are going to be very good not to become a diabetes. And that's why in the pre-diabetic, it's very important. You're not diabetic yet, but you are ready for that. So this is a time you really have to learn how to do all the things I mentioned to protect yourself not to become a diabetes. Now, you really got to take your priority really to maintain optimum health. Sleep has become very important. Now, when I'm young, I can believe, I can do all kind of stuff. I don't need to sleep. Especially in college, by the time you sleep 2-3 hours, seems like you're doing well. But as you go older, you really can't do that anymore because your body has changed. And if you do continue a very short sleep, it will give you a stress level goes up. And if you're pre-diabetic diabetes, you know what? It creates sugar goes up. So that is not give you a good strategy how to manage your blood sugar, right? Okay? So 講緊好重要嘅就好多人都唔知道咧，原來咧瞓覺係一個重要嘅生活習慣裏邊咧，能夠同你咧係保持身體健康嘅。如果你瞓覺唔瞓得好，你個身體一定有好多轉變，令到 stress go up 啊，糖尿又 go up 啊。咁點解？所以點解一定有夠睡眠嘅時間咧？咁你夠 relax 啊，咁你血糖就唔會高，因為你荷爾蒙唔會高。咁所以呢啲係好重要嘅。咁但係點解有陣時你係前期患病，你都需要做呢樣嘢咧？你係前期患病者啫喎。因為咧，你前期患病嘅時候咧，你需要訓練你自己所有啲習慣啊，食嘢嘅習慣啦，瞓覺嘅習慣啦 ，exercise 嘅習慣啦，度血糖嘅習慣啦，同埋減磅啦。當你做晒啲嘢嘅時候咧，咁你亦都唔會跌落去第時嘅糖尿病嘅風險。咁你梗係好啦，係咪？所以其實咧，你一定要知道咧，瞓覺做呢個習慣咧都要 establish 嘅，同埋係一個好重要嘅，會幫助你唔會變咗因為瞓得唔好。所以咧就會令到你個問題出晒現啦 ，OK？ 咁嗱，其實so really in sleep, what is the connection between sleep for pre-diabetic and diabetes? What is the connection? Now, as you know, when you sleep well, your insulin resistance goes up. So you might ask, what is insulin resistance? So what happened is when the B cell keep coming up, and it doesn't work because more insulin comes out. It doesn't respond to go to the cells, so your blood sugar will continue to go up. So really, when you have sleep deprivations, you actually, if you have not good sleep, you'll increase insulin resistance. So that's the first thing. Even more insulin, it doesn't work, so more sugar will continue to flow around the body, then it's going to hurt you, right? So sleep does relate to insulin resistance, okay? Secondly, inflammation. Now, inflammation is the body is a natural response. If you have infection, the whole body will start inflaming because it will start forming things to go fight your disease. Now, when you are type 2 or pre-diabetic, if you don't sleep well, you know what? You will start getting the whole body start inflaming. So net result of that is like a response to some kind of injury. So you will continue to get body inflamed. It will not actually good for your whole body general health. So when you're type 2 or you're pre-diabetic, you don't sleep, the body start reacting that you had some kind of injury, it start inflaming. Now, when you don't sleep, I guess you already experience when you don't sleep. You know what? You get cranky. You feel stressed. You don't feel relaxed. Well, there's a reason, because when you don't sleep, your stress tend to increase a hormone called cortisol. It does increase your blood sugar level. Because you don't sleep, the body will say, wow, I better give you some more, fight. So you can able to prepare yourself to get really push forward to do work or whatever. Because when you didn't sleep, and you are stressed, that will go up. And that's why you get cranky, you're aggressive. So all that for pre-diabetic diabetes problem, you don't sleep, stress definitely goes up. So 3 things. When you don't sleep, insulin resistance goes up, inflammation, not good for your health, stress, definitely not good because you will increase your blood sugar goes up throughout the body. 其實咧，如果唔瞓覺同前期患病或者糖尿病有咩分別咧？嗱，第一，你唔瞓覺嘅時候咧，你胰島素咧就會開始有抗拒嘅。咁就算多胰島素出嚟咧，都唔 work 嘅喎。咁唔 work 嘅人帶唔到糖入去個身體嗰度好弊，呢個就係最大嘅問題啦。所以變咗嚟講咧，好重要咧，你一定要咧，即係唔好俾佢能夠有多啲胰島素抗拒。第二樣嘢，當你唔瞓嘅時候咧，你身體就好似有病咁嘅，咁就全身咧就開始發腫啊、發炎啊嗰啲嗰個感覺。咁呢樣嘢咧，如果長期咁做咧，就對身體一定唔係咁健康啦。咁所以你一定睡覺係可能夠原來令到身體好似發炎咁嘅喎。咁仲有啦，你唔瞓覺嘅時候，我諗大家都好多時都感染到啦。哇！唔瞓覺又好 cranky 嘅喎，又好惡嘅喎，好猛整嘅喎。咁其實咧，呢個咧都係全部都係關於瞓覺嘅問題出咗現。因為當你唔瞓覺嘅時候咧，你身體咧就會放一啲荷爾蒙出嚟個 cortisol 啦。咁 cortisol 咧就 increase 血糖上升，準備你打仗嘅。因為你個血糖上升咗，佢嚟打仗俾到血糖俾你，能夠你喺個 cells 去運用到啊嘛。咁佢上升咗之後，個血糖係咁上升，咁就呢樣係因為壓力出嚟咧係有呢個問題嘅。所以當你後生嗰時咧，反而冇乜大問題。當你30、40、50歲開始咧，哇！呢個就問題開始大啦，因為你唔需要成日血糖上升嘅。OK， so another thing too is now when you are a diabetes, okay, so in sleep, really at the end of the day, your blood sugar is going to be continue to pump up because you don't sleep well. So your blood sugar will continue goes up to prepare you. So, and also your cortisol hormone continue goes up, so get more sugar comes out. So really at the end of the day, you are moving to a part that you have more sugar, the highest sugar level, more cortisol, more sugar will comes out. Insulin doesn't work, so it lead to more insulin resistance, and the blood sugar will continue to move up and up and up. Okay. Now, also another thing. When you don't sleep, there are 2 hormones will be bad for you because you don't sleep. One is called gremlin, which is increase the appetite. I don't know, you realize when you can sleep well, you might go start watching, and you know what? You're going to start eating what? Chips, cookies to get yourself all try to set up because you're hungry. Hormones that come out, gremlin come out. Plus, there's a leptin hormone, which suppress your appetite, will be also come out. So net result, when you don't sleep, you have higher gremlin. Oh, actually, sorry. You have high gremlin, which will get you to eat. Your leptin is not coming out, coming down. So you have less desire to be, your appetite will be not depressed. So you will continue overeat and eat and eat when you don't sleep. So at net result, your weight will start gaining. And more you have gained, you have 2 items comes up. One, your blood sugar goes up, your weight gain, all that it will be bad for your type 2 diabetes. Or if you are pre-diabetic, it's not good either because it will help you to move yourself up to, again, to the diabetic state from pre-diabetic. So really, at the end of the day, getting enough sleep is so important to maintain a better lifestyle and prevent your diabetes. So remember, when you sleep, you increase stress. And when you increase stress, your gremlin, which is increase the appetite. That's why a lot of people don't sleep. You know what? Or people work at work, they eat cookie chips, or all that will be bad for you. And the leptin will basically keep going down, so it doesn't, suppress your appetite anymore. You just get more and more. So weight get up and no good. So everything is going to start changing. The pictures are not putting yourself in a healthy stage. 嗱，好多人唔知道咧，原來瞓覺係好重要嘅。點解瞓覺好重要咧？因為咧，如果你唔瞓咧，你個 cortisol 就可以上升。當你 cortisol 呢個荷爾蒙上升咧，佢就會 basically 咧去將你嗰胰島素咧出嚟嗰啲B cell 整嚟唔 work 嘅喎。咁唔 work 多胰島素嚟，咁你糖一路整高。嗱，呢個好大係影響咧，糖高咗之後咧，咁你冇嘢。即係佢要泵啲糖出嚟俾你準備打仗啊！但係你唔係打仗噶嘛，你只係唔瞓覺啫嘛，係咪？咁所以變咗嚟講咧，呢個咧血糖就越整越高啦。但係當呢個做咗嘢出嚟咧，呢個另外一個 stage 就出現喎。你有一種荷爾蒙叫做 gremlin， 就係俾你能夠覺得哇好肚餓要食嘢喎。所以好多人喺夜晚捱夜咧，其實拎住啲餅乾啊、chips 啊，係咁擺落口咧，其實係認真不健康。你睇下加磅啦，第二咧，你即係食好多嘢。咁另外一樣嘢有 leptin 嘅荷爾蒙咧，亦都會降低喎，因為 leptin 俾你即係降低你嘅appetite 噶嘛。咁但係佢降低咗之後咧，哇！咁你冇 appetite 嘅即係壓力啊，咁啊繼續食多啲嘢啦。咁呢啲咁嘅反應之後咧，咁喺你呢度咧，咁你又有個好重要嘅問題出現啦。因為如果你糖尿病或者你血糖成日上升上去，咁你就有一個好大嘅問題啦，因為唔想全身個身體有咁嘅血糖上升啊嘛。第二個問題出現啦，就係你血糖上升咧，你又會有好多 stress 出現咯，又繼續係血糖上升咯。咁呢個整體咧就變咗個 catch-22，令到你咧係加入一個咧成個血糖上升唔係幫助你降低血糖，令到就算你前期患病，你都會第時會變咗糖尿病。如果你糖尿病咧，只係繼續高，食好多藥，唔係落翻去轉頭，所以呢個係全部對身體不健康嘅。Okay. So really at the end of the day, when you look at all the statistics, I now explain why it's so important. You got to have sleep, because if you don't sleep, your resistance goes up, you have stress. So all that is not going to improve your blood sugar, will just get your blood sugar continue goes up. And then you look at statistics, a study showed that type 2 diabetes with their poor sleep, 1 in 3 adults in the United States do not get enough sleep, okay? 1 in 3 adults in the United States don't get enough sleep. Imagine that, that's a lot of people, okay? So if you are diabetic or pre-diabetic, you actually have a more sleep problem than any people who have no diabetes, okay? So really, if you are pre-diabetic, you already have set yourself up, your body anyway, is really able to basically saying that, hey, I will have potential sleep problem already. And they said, if you sleep 5 hours only per night, you have 60% higher risk to develop type 2 diabetic for people who have slept more than 7 hours per night, okay? So what that means is if you sleep less, you are not pre-diabetic yet or diabetes, eventually you will very faster to convert to be a diabetes, 60% higher risk. That's a high number, my friend. So net result, you get enough sleep, you're not pre-diabetic yet or diabetes, you will have less chances to convert to be a diabetes. So why don't we do that? It's free. Just sleep well and your health will be much better. So how many hours should I sleep? According to all the study, you should sleep at least 7 hours per night. For type 2 diabetic or pre-diabetic, doesn't matter. 7 hours, no less. No more than 8 hours. 7 hours is the study. They show that that's more effective. 嗱，各位朋友好重要咧， 原來喺美國咧有3個人之中有一個係成年人咧，已經係瞓覺瞓得唔足嘅。OK， 咁如果你係糖尿患病者咧，你更加有高嘅機會咧係容易有睡眠嘅問題嘅。咁同埋仲有一個好特別嘅東西，你記住啊！原來咧啲人瞓5個鐘頭咧，即係瞓大概5個鐘頭少啲咧，佢係60% 咧係會eventually convert to 糖尿病嘅。60% 喎，個數字好高嘅喎。咁所以咧，如果你係前期患病同埋糖尿病者咧，你應該每日一定要瞓多過7個鐘頭，瞓夠7個鐘頭。OK， 7至8係你嘅 standard， 一定要瞓呢個樣。因為你瞓唔夠咧，你頭先所講嘅東西咧，血糖上升胰島素抗拒出晒嚟嘅。所以咧一定記住瞓7個鐘頭。OK。So now we talk about earlier, we say, okay, we gotta sleep 7 hours. And you don't sleep 7 hours, you are not pre-diabetic diabetes, you have a chance to convert to pre-diabetic and diabetes. If you are pre-diabetic, if you don't sleep well, you only sleep 4 or 5 hours, you definitely have very easy chance, 60% more, to convert yourself to be a diabetes. Okay? So it's a really serious number that you gotta remember. You can practice. I know you can do it. You can able to prevent that. So one question you may ask, well, what is the common sleeping disruptions? Why can't sleep? Okay. Now this is a really important lesson you need to look at. That's the reason why I want to say this, is because a lot of people don't really realize why I have this sleep disruption. Matter of fact, people have asked me for that. So I would like to discuss and get you to better understand why you don't sleep well. Now, first of all, a lot of people don't even understand that it's sleep apnea. Okay. Now, sleep apnea is meaning that it's a sleeping disorder that your breath suddenly stops. The reason why is the tongue drop down to the trachea, and then you just suddenly, the tongue presses so cover that air doesn't goes up, so you stop breathing. And then this can be created a total fluctuation, oxygen level, and you cannot sleep well. And worse, if you have severe sleep apnea, you can create yourself with a stroke. You didn't realize that. Stroke, yes. Okay, that's why the doctor keeps saying, hey, you're a sleep apnea, I will give you this machine, continue push positive air to your breathing path, so you are continue to maintain good oxygen exchange. So prevention is stroke. Wow. A lot of people don't know that, right? So including all my many friends, I told me, you might gotta check it out. The wife complaining you're snoring so hard. So they went to see the doctor and then realized that they did a 24-hour test on a sleep machine with all the cable on your head, and realized that, hey, I have sleep apnea. I have to get a respirator, a sleep apnea machine to help you pump air into it. So after that, they sleep so much better, and it prevents them from stroke. Now, secondly is insomnia. It's a sleeping disorder, you just cannot sleep somehow. It could be psychological, could be whatever. So insomnia, it is something you have to go to doctor to get treated. Now, the third one is called restless leg syndrome. It's a sleep disorder that you uncontrolled urge moving your leg all night long. You kick and all that. Okay, you kick out the blanket, you kick your wife, but you didn't know you do that. Okay, so that's people who have that. You also need to basically see a physician to help you out. Now, one of the things that I think I have a lot of these before when I worked for Baxter and Abbott, I was the Asia Pacific vice president at Baxter. I flew all over the place. So this was one of my major sleep disorder. It's called circadian rhythm sleep disorder, or a lot of people call it sleep-wake cycle disorder. What happened is your body internal clock. You suppose every day in Hong Kong time, you wake up at 8 o'clock, right? But unfortunately, you fly to someplace else. It's no longer Hong Kong 8 o'clock. You might be midnight. So you basically has to learn again all the biological clock time to basically adjust that. So that's why when I fly and I come back home, I jet lag. I woke up at 2 o'clock, I couldn't go back to sleep because I now used to the overseas time. And then, or if I go to overseas, I used to Hong Kong time, I couldn't sleep at night. So this can be a big issue for people, many executives that they flew all over the world. And I was one of these executives that I have problem because when I get back home, I get jet lag. I couldn't sleep at 2 o'clock a.m. That is, I'll wake up and then throughout the night, I could not sleep my mess. I'll read books or whatever. So that is the real issue. Now, then you have a shift work sleep. Now, shift work sleep disorder is another order that many people have. If you're a nurse, which is like me before, I used to work 7 a.m. To 3 p.m. and I will have a night shift from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. That will create a real problem. People who work in different rotating shifts, and then you're so used to sleep at like 11 o'clock, now you are working, you are screwed up. So these are really typical sleep disorder that many people experience throughout your wherever at that time of your lifestyle or life work. 嗱，各位同學有幾種睡眠咧，我覺得亦都要同你解釋下，能夠令到第一個咧睡眠窒息症啦。咁呢個咧就係嗰啲你個脷咧，因為好肥本可能呢度，咁你個脷咧就跌咗喺個喉嚨嗰度，咁佢就冚咗氣咧，咁你啲氣入唔到去咧，咁你就即係窒息噶咯，係咪？咁但係窒息咗咧就會可能即刻就醒身，咁你又喐翻條脷，你冇事啦。但係如果你繼續係咁咧，你好多時咧就有機會咧就有中風嘅危險嘅，因為唔夠氧上去腦嗰度啊，所以咧你就去醫生嗰度咧要做一晚嘅調查啦，咁令到你係睇下你係證實你係睡眠窒息症啦。如果係嘅話咧，你就有個 iPad 嘅 machine 咧放喺呢個鼻嗰度，係咁谷啲氣落去咧，咁你繼續唞氣，咁你就瞓覺好正嘅。咁你連個 snoring 都唔易買嘅，即係個鼻鼾都唔易買嘅，好正嘅。咁第二樣咧就係失眠啊，好多失眠咧特別有不同嘅問題啦。咁呢個亦都要去醫生去診斷啊，點樣能夠令到你唔會失眠啦。咁有啲人咧就喺隻腳咧係咁喐嚟喐去，係咁踢咧，咁亦都會係有呢個問題嘅。咁呢個咧亦都要有陣時咧就睇下係咪要揾醫生去幫手，能夠令到你係醫治個問題啦。咁但係有一個咧喺我哋普通人咧，好多時做 executive 要飛啦，哇！呢個先係大問題。我自己都 experience 好多次。因為你好多時咧飛到去美國，你係用咗香港時間瞓覺嘅時間，咁我每日瞓覺係11點鐘瞓覺啦，但係美國唔係11點鐘喎，美國可能嗰陣時係9點鐘啊，咁所以嘅時候咧，你個成個整體瞓覺時間亂晒龍嘅，咁你翻到嚟香港又係喎，你已經習慣俾個時間，弊家伙啦，晚黑2點鐘之後再起咗身，就瞓唔到覺，咁你就睇書睇完啫啊，咁即係你個要 take 一個禮拜先 get used to 翻個轉。翻呢個本地時間嘅，咁如果你係譬如好似我近時做護士咧，呢個亦都係同樣輪班嘅工作嘅瞓覺阻礙咧，亦都有問題嘅。因為好多時我做夜晚嘅時間11點至7點鐘咧，咁然後7點鐘後咧，咁翻屋企我先瞓覺，咁第二日你又會做第二個 shift 喎，咁所以你瞓覺時間亂晒龍咧，咁呢個亦都令到你整體嘅問題出現嘅。Okay, so really now talk about understand, you have all different issue to disrupt your sleep. Could be insomnia, could be sleep apnea, could be the shift issue, or could be a flying jet lag, whatever. All that you now understand. So now we talk about, well, how do you get better sleep? Really, what can you do to provide you a technique to give you better sleep? So first of all, establish a consistent sleeping schedule and stick to it. Now, if you have 10 o'clock to sleep every day, you gotta stick to that, and then you will wake up at 5, and that will be perfect because you got good 7 hours, and also on top of that, you will always sleep, the 7 hours. You have that habit. You wake up right on 5 o'clock, you sleep at 10 o'clock, so that is perfect. Now, we gotta create a relaxing bedtime routine. In other words, don't get yourself all excited, getting a video game going on. That will help you not to go to sleep because you start thinking about all this game going. Now, also make sure your room is dark enough, it's cool, and it's quiet so you can able good sleep. And the worst thing is don't drink coffee or alcohol. As I mentioned, one of my customers asked me, oh, I don't sleep well, so I drink some whiskey. That would be worse because you know why? After he drank the whiskey, his heart become palpitation. They go boom, boom, boom. Whole night cannot sleep. So don't think alcohol will help you. So don't drink alcohol during the evening. 各位朋友，仲有點講嗱？頭先講咗咧，有幾種大嘅關係啦。點解瞓唔到覺咧？即係阻礙性嘅東西，好似睡眠窒息症啊，或者你搭飛機有好大問題，改變晒啲時間啦。咁呢個咧，咁依家咧就俾啲 tips， 點咩秘訣能夠令到你咧更容易入去瞓到覺嘅。咁第一咧，你要瞓覺嘅時間一定係全部係要有習慣性穩定。我10點鐘瞓覺，朝頭早5點鐘起身 ，OK， 呢個好事嚟嘅。所以每日你都係用10點鐘瞓覺，5點鐘起身，7個鐘嘅時間啦。第二樣嘢你要放鬆啦，成個瞓覺時間啦，就要能夠令到你咧有黑嘅地，即係黑嘅房間啊，涼爽啊，唔會好多聲音走嚟走去啊。咁同埋咧就千祈唔好飲咖啡同酒啦，酒係唔幫到你瞓覺，只係令到你心更加跳得快，血液更加多嘅。Okay? Another tips: do not really watch TV to catch you to sleep because really TV you might have a really exciting program, for example. So after even though you turn up the TV, you continue thinking about the exciting program about TV. So all the electronic device that comes on, iPad or whatever. So in 1 hour before sleep, do not turn that on. Get yourself relaxed, read a little book. It's much better than watching a TV. Now, I know a lot of people do watch TV, but do not watch any exciting TV. Really, at the end of the day, it's not going to help you. Now, also don't exercise so close to just before sleep. Don't go out and jog, all around the neighborhood and then come home, take a shower, go sleep, because you might not able to relax at that time because your bodies are all going. And then your heart will go pump, 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 pump. So you are not going to go sleep. So do not do exercise before you sleep. Now, at the addition of the day, don't get bright lights shining at you. And also, if you really have continued, very difficult to sleep, you need to go see a doctor. Maybe it'll help you out to give you some advice how to get you to sleep. 各位朋友，如果你係準備瞓覺，千祈唔好再睇電視或者做啲電子工作 computer 嘅東西，因為當你做呢樣嘅時候咧，你睇電視可能有個特別嘅 story，你成晚諗住佢就瞓唔到覺啦。咁同埋咧，千祈唔好做瞓覺嘅時間，即係即係瞓覺半個鐘頭前咧做啲劇烈運動，因為當你劇烈運動咧，你個身體就嘣嘣嘣行啦，咁你個心就計咁跳啦，就瞓唔到覺嘅。咁你應該令到瞓覺地方黑啲啦，光線睇唔到好光嘅燈啦，咁能夠令到你咧就真係能夠好 relax 咁去瞓覺。嗱，當然啦，你真係成日瞓唔到覺啦，咁你就應該見下醫生啦，因為咧呢個係可能要食藥去幫助你瞓，但係嘅都唔係好嘅，所以一定要知道要做啲乜嘢係令你瞓覺。Now, we talk about sleep is so important because as a diabetic, pre-diabetic, you don't sleep, you know what can happen? You will create what? Stress, and your blood sugar goes up. Insulin resistance no good. So that is not going to help you at all. So that's why sleep is very important. Now, also, sleep is part of the lifestyle change, as I mentioned. Why I want to start you guys off at pre-diabetic, or even before you go to pre-diabetic, you got to start learning about all these health, practice. Your lifestyle change. The reason if you all done all that, you will never go to pre-diabetic. You never go to diabetes. Why not? It's free to get yourself good health. Later on, you can see your grandchildren. You can be happy in life. I still can walk. I enjoy my life. Hey, even that's better than even though later on you become diabetes, then you have to go dialysis, all kind of problem. Hey, that is all will be changed if you can did this with a lifestyle change way at a time before you become diabetic or before you become a diabetes. Okay, so one of the things that you got to do is you got to lose weight. You cannot be obese. You cannot be with a BMI 30. That's no good. You have go down your BMI 30 all the way to 23. that will be good because that is the goals you have to do. So you have to continue to strive for losing 5 to 7% of the body weight. If you have pre-diabetic diabetes, same thing, 5 to 7. Actually, I asked people to lose 10%. And truly, they came back and said, hey, I lost 10%. My A1C was improved 1 point. And that really true works. I saw many eyes now and people like that. So they become much healthier. They said to me, many of these people, they said, I never see myself, was when they are 200 something pounds. They said, I never think myself will go down under 200. But with all the diet change, exercise, and all that, you know what? The body actually react and actually get down to 200 and continue to go lower. And they said, hey, I feel so much better. The blood sugar was improved tremendously, not only lower than 1% A1C, maybe 1.5, and moving toward to the 6 range, a low to 6. Wow, that's really good because that's really healthy. And then you start eating healthy also because you're not going to drink a lot of the sugar drink like Coke and all that good stuff. You start drinking only Lowsutea or other fluid beverage. So you're also eating low carb diet and not processed food. Little bit McDonald's. You don't go to McDonald's all the time. You don't eat all the unhealthy fat. You now also have good quality sleep. Your blood sugar was well under control. Wow. That is the goal you're going to get, right? So you got to keep doing that. So when you are continue to try to control a diet and make sure that your blood sugar is well controlled, then you are able to keep yourself definitely healthy. Now, the next one is you have to have regular exercise. Now, what do you mean regular exercise? So you have good sleep, but your exercise has to come out with at least 10,000 steps. So I recommend a lot of people after the dinner, go down to walk at a shopping mall, wherever nearby a neighborhood is okay. When they did that, they did 1 hour walk, they come back maybe before 9 o'clock or so, they feel much more relaxed. So they rest a little bit while, then they go sleep. They said they slept so much better. So really exercise can enhance your sleep quality. Believe me, it does. So if you get better sleep quality, you decrease the chance to convert to be a pre-diabetic or diabetes. And then especially when you have a lifestyle, continue to work on this 45 minutes to 10,000 steps a day, man, you will be definitely healthy. And then as you get older, one more benefit is that you are able to continue to work, to walk, W-A-L-K, walk. The worst thing is when you're at 90 years old, you don't walk anymore, you are lost the capability of walking. That's no good. 嗱，記住，如果你係好重要咧，頭先你知道啦，瞓覺已經知道你個瞓覺係好重要嘅。原來你瞓覺得好咧，你就能夠降低咗你糖尿或者前期患病風險。好重要咗一樣嘢，其實唔係淨係瞓覺咁簡單，仲要降低你磅數啊！如果你個 BMI 係31，你快跌翻去23啦。因為如果你唔跌落去，你糖會降低幾多啊？你記住 ，10% 嘅 weight 跌咗落嚟嘅磅數跌咗嚟啊，你就減到1% 嘅 A1C。即係如果你係7，你要去6，或者係8去7，幾好啊！所以磅數咧係好重要嘅。其實我近時都唔係好了解一樣嘢，收尾知道自己哇，原來減磅真係降到 A1C 嘅喎。Practice, you gotta do that, OK？ 咁啊，仲有健康食品好重要啦 ，make sure 唔好食啲全部好加工嘅嗰食物啦，千祈唔好飲好多 Coca-Cola 啊、可樂啊，同埋咧，當你係好多糖嘅東西咧，咁樣令到你咧，亦都唔係健康嘅。咁同埋咧，就要食啲低脂肪嘅東西啦。同埋飲食亦都係好影響嘅睡眠嘅。當你睡眠得好嘅時候咧，你其實飲食都會係喺佢全部有晒拎喺度嘅。咁你當你睡眠好啦，你血糖一定會好啦。咁所以變咗嚟講咧，你一定係繼續喺飲食健康方面咧係控制啦。呢個咁仲話啦，仲有一個有紀律性嘅運動。嗱，好多時候我都教咗好多病人咧，如果你係已經食咗飯。7點零食半鐘，8點鐘食飯，食完飯之後咧，8點半行個 shopping mall 1個鐘頭，9點翻嚟咧，去然後 wash up， 咁然後去瞓覺咧係好舒服嘅。我好多朋友現在過翻嚟咧話：哇，好正喎！8點鐘行到9點鐘，好舒服啊！
咁同埋咧，仲有當你老嘅時候咧，你一定要行。如果唔行咧，你弊家伙行唔到嘅，咁就好弊家伙啦。OK， so really the lifestyle change does actually help you to change, including your sleep pattern, your sleep habit, a good quality sleep, so you don't have insulin resistance, your blood sugar continue good, so you don't have stress. So all that is helping you prevent you to pre-diabetic converted diabetes. So really important, you have to manage stress, because part of, if you can manage stress as part of your sleep pattern, good sleep, your stress is lower, so your blood sugar will well controlled. So that way you can able to be much healthier. So next question is, well, how am I going to manage stress? How do I prevent it? Very easy. Basic, do exercise like yoga, meditation, and then actually go out to the park, look at nice outside, all natural stuff, spend some time in nature. All these things is really help you to relax. With that, you will have better sleep. Now, also what I asked is you got to make sure you drink Lowsutea daily, because that is definitely naturally no sugar in there. There's natural. It's not a drug. Is a herbal product which has only guava leaf and bitter melon. So it's very safe to drink before you sleep. It has no caffeine. It has no sugar. So you're gonna have drinkers. It's just get into your fluid, to detox, get rid of your sugar, get rid of your bad LDL cholesterol, get rid of salt, and net result, your blood pressure also comes down. So all those are very important to drink Lowsutea daily. Now, you got to create a relaxing routine in your bedtime. For example, what is a relaxing routine? For example, you have to have, like, for example, read a book, take a warm bath to go to sleep, nice calm music, whatever works for you, but relax yourself before you go to sleep. Then you will definitely sleep extremely well. Keep doing it. That would be very helpful. 嗱，我頭先講過好多呢個生活嘅方式咧，係幫助你咧喺俾到好啲嘅睡眠質素俾你啦，亦都 prevent 咗你前期患病變咗糖尿病啦，或者變咗你唔會變咗前期患病啦。所以呢啲咧全部可以自己做得出嚟嘅。咁第一要管理就係壓力啦。嗱，千祈咧，因為壓力咧係令到你糖上升嘅。咁所以變咗嚟講咧，你一定要控制壓力去點做 relax。有啲人咧控制壓力咧就去運動啦，去做瑜伽啦，或者喺大自然嘅花園去睇下啦，嗰啲全部嘢嚟嘅，繼續 practice。咁當然啦，應該飲去糖茶啦，因為飲咗去糖茶之後咧，你係 naturally 降低血糖、膽固醇同埋血壓。OK， 咁裏面咧冇咖啡因嘅，呢個亦都唔係藥嚟嘅，你食藥同飲去糖茶都一樣得嘅。呢個係一定係好正嘅東西，因為飲咗去糖茶亦都繼續係幫助你降低你血糖同埋你血壓同埋膽固醇。咁呢個三個降低咧係對身體十分健康。咁亦都幫助你改善咗你血糖嘅水平啦。咁亦都好重要咧，就要有放鬆你嘅時間啦。咁點樣做呢樣嘢？好多人去未瞓覺之前就沖一個好熱嘅涼，或者浸喺度浸一個好涼，或者睇下好多書，或者聽下好柔和嘅音樂。咁呢啲嘢全部 good 㗎。咁你一定咧繼續咧係享受呢個東西，放一個好靚嘅晚上去瞓覺，同埋咧係令到你係好少瞓覺之後，第二日精神爽利。Okay, so we had covered pretty much all the good stuff about sleep, so important for your pre-diabetic diabetes. Keep that in mind. That is really important. If you can able to sleep well, you probably have a good portion of your lifestyle already going to change. So sleep regularly pre-time and regularly on 7 hours. 7 hours is golden standard. So we were able now resolve your blood sugar, high blood pressure, and high bad cholesterol because drinking Lowsutea. That's very important. 當然，如果你飲呢個去糖茶，你知道definitely 咧係會降低血糖啦、血壓或者膽固醇啦，咁令到個身體更加健康。當你三個降低咗之後咧 ，you know what？ 你個 chance become 病咧係低好多嘅。So now in conclusion, poor sleep definitely will increase your risk for your pre-diabetic forming or your become a type 2 diabetes. Now, if you able to make yourself practice good sleeping, then most likely when you become a pre-diabetic diabetes, your sleep disturbance might be less. Okay. So very important. Sleep is part of that lifestyle. Okay. To able to, for you, not to become a pre-diabetic, or you are a pre-diabetic, not become a diabetes. Because in good sleep is part of the lifestyle of good dieting and good exercising, good weight control, and then also listen to the webinar and understand the disease and measure blood pressure and blood sugar. So all that is part of that practice. Sleep is part of that practice. Okay, you have good sleep habit. So net result, your blood sugar will not go up. But you don't get enough sleep. You know what? Your insulin, your system goes up. You're going to have inflammation, whole body, and your blood sugar is pretty out of whack. So really good sleep is improve all that. Prevent insulin resistance, reduce inflammation, and better control blood sugar. But more important is because you change your lifestyle, better sleep, you reduce the risk become a pre-diabetic patient or diabetes patient. That is the most important goal for you all the time. And you will need to continue to measure yourself to say, do I have a good sleep? Do I have a good sleep pattern? And basically, you need to always continue to work with your healthcare professional like doctor to understand you have a sleep disruption, disorder, so you can able to continue to improve your sleep pattern habit. So that way you can continue to be healthy. So sleep is one big area of your lifestyle change, able to for you to go to practice to prevent your pre-diabetic and diabetes. So I hope this can really give you a good background why sleep is so important. 嗱，各位同學，今日講咗好多嘢啦，你都知道咧，如果瞓覺瞓得唔好咧，你有機會變咁即係前期患病，因為如果仔你咪前期患，你都有機會變咗前期患病多啲 risk 喺度嘅。如果係糖尿病更加弊，或者你係已經前期患更容易 convert 去糖尿病。所以變咗嚟講咧。如果你係前期患糖尿病咧，睡眠係好緊要，因為如果瞓覺唔好咧，你會係 increase 咗你壓力啦，咁你胰島素抗拒咧就會升高啦，亦都令到身體好似發炎一樣啦，同埋你血糖咧就冇控制，會繼續上升。所以如果係咁講嘅話，係咪應該揀住一個好啲嘅健康生活，能夠降低你前期患病同埋糖尿病嘅風險？咁帶來咧更加好嘅健康，更加快樂生活，呢個就一定要由瞓覺開始。當你瞓得好，你一定可以做到嘢嘅。但係當你成日都瞓覺唔好咧，咁其實如果你繼續有insomnia睡唔着色性啊，咁呢啲可能真係令到你咧要去揾醫生傾下偈啦。咁令到你咧能夠身體更加健康。So I hope this lecture can help you really have a better understanding why sleep is so important. And so if you have any question, feel free to actually write to me, andy@vafong.com, or call me at WhatsApp 852-3001-5644. That's the WhatsApp number. And if you email is Andy, ANDY, @WAHFONG.com. Okay, well, if you have any question, I'm here a little longer to answer any question. So hope that you'll be, you need anything, just let me know. If not, that's okay. Write to me. A lot of people do write to me, and I do answer them. So they're very happy about that. All right. If there are no other question, I wish you a very happy, weekend. And thank you very much on your busy weekend. You'd still spend some time to listen to our webinar. I appreciate that. You're really wonderful individual, can continue to learn about diabetes problem. So thank you again. So you take care, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.